Welcome to this Elevenlabs tutorial. In a minute, I'll show you how to get started creating AI voices for free.
People who tell me their age are silly. You're as old as you feel.
Text to speech.
You're listening to a completely artificial voice. Isn't that crazy?
And speech to speech.
This isn't the real voice. I'm the Mr. Funny guy now.
How you can dub your videos into 9 different languages.
マイクロソフトはコーパイロットを発表し
And their new AI sound effect. And by the end of this video, I'll clone my voice in just 30 seconds and answer the question, do you think my AI voice sounds real? I'll show you everything step by step, diving into all its features. So first, how we get started is to go to elevenlabs.io. As you can see, generative voice AI convert text to speech online for free with our AI voice generator. All you need to do is click here to get started for free. And I'll be sharing what the free plan gives to you at the end of this video. All you need to do is sign up with Google or email and password, and now we're on the inside. As you can see, we have a lot to check out, like speech, sound effects, voices, project, dubbing, and all of that fun stuff. First, let's check out the Voices tab and the Voice Library. This is where you can find high quality voices to use, and I see that they've added a bunch of new premium professional voice clones. So let's sit back and relax and listen to a couple of these voices. Here are the weekly top picks. Let's check out Andre Refig French.
Le bonheur ne réside ni dans les possessions, ni dans l'or. Il habite l'âme.
Okay, let's try Hinata, a young male Japanese.
スイスの観光地として人気の高いユングフラウ鉄道。
Now let's try this Christy Carlson, which apparently is an American actress, voiceover artist, podcast host. Let's listen.
Hey there, it's Christy Carlson Romano. You might recognize me from Disney's iconic animated series Kim Possible, or from popular TV shows like Even Stevens.
Okay, that's really interesting. So it seems like they're partnering up with these amazing voice actors and you can get early access to it. Let's continue listening. Kim Selt.
I'm not interested in age. People who tell me their age are silly. You're as old as you feel.
Whoa. Alex, young American male.
Let me know in the comment section below. This is the COD Archive, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.
All right. Frederick Surrey.
And here we have a calm, well-spoken narrator,
Wow.
full of intrigue and wonder for nature, science, mystery, and
I really like this one. What about Armando, realistic young American male?
To reach true success, you need to learn how to make your mind work for you.
Okay, not bad. This one has like the M sign next to it and it has the 2X. Let's check how this one is. British storyteller.
Once upon a time, in a quaint little village nestled among rolling hills and towering trees.
Such a good voice. Now let's try this one that doesn't have this symbol next to it.
If you don't know where you are going, you will probably end up somewhere else.
And now Mr. P, the fun guy.
Hello, and welcome to Seasonal Job Pro, the channel for everything and anything.
I can't believe how far voice clones has gotten. But let me show you what you actually came here for, how it sounds like when you're doing text to speech. But before that, a quick word from our sponsor. Here's how to generate AI music for commercial use in seconds. It's called Hydra by Rightsify and it's perfect for businesses, creators, and artists. I'll click on start creating today. I'll type my prompt here, deep house music, track length is 50 seconds, and generate. Okay, let's try this deep house. What about this lo-fi music? Hey, that's not bad. What about relaxed bossa nova with nylon guitar and romantic energy? Sounds like I'm in a hotel. I didn't know that Rightsify actually provides music to over 3 million people across facets of life, from cafes to shopping malls, hotels, spas, and fitness centers. And it's yours to use. You can enjoy full commercial rights. Your generated audio is royalty free for any project. So check out rightsify.com by clicking the link in the description down below. Thanks to Rightsify for sponsoring this section of the video. But let me show you what you actually came here for, how it sounds like when you're doing text to speech. So I'm just going to click add to voice lab. I can keep the same voice name or I can add a new one, and it's now added to my voice library. Now, if I go to the speech setting, you can see if we start typing here that we can click in the settings here and we'll find professional Mr. P, the funny guy. And now we can say whatever we want. I just wrote a little text here and generate speech. This takes just a couple of
You're listening
seconds.
to a completely artificial voice. Isn't that crazy? Who would have known that my voice could sound this real? Like, really listen, right? Do you feel like I'm real?
I don't know, you tell me. To dive deeper into text-to-speech, we can click on voice settings, where we can actually fine-tune it to be more stable or more similar. In the top, you can see the model we can select. They have multiple different ones now, like multilingual with 29 different languages that many people use now for YouTube dubbing, which is amazing. And I'll show you dubbing in a second. They also have 11 English V2. This is, for me, the stepping stone where we actually got really real voices. Then I don't recommend multilingual V1 or English V1. I recommend Turbo V2. This is the standard that we're actually using right now for tasks with extremely low latency. So we could go to this one, which is the state-of-the-art one, go back again, and then we can change the stability up or down. I prefer to have stability lower as it will be a little bit more lifelike. Let me show you how it looks like at 0. And for similarity, this is very important for your own voice, and it's kind of hard for voices you had never heard before, but let's keep it at very high and let's try to generate this speech.
You're listening to a completely artificial voice. Isn't that crazy? Who would have known that my voice could sound this real? Like, really listen, right? Do you feel like I'm real?
So, did you hear the stability? Let me try to put it at 100% and now listen again.
You're listening to a completely artificial voice. Isn't that crazy? Who would have known that my voice could sound this real? Like, really listen, right? Do you feel like I'm real?
So again, I don't really like it all the way at the most stable. So I think what they have at default, 30%, is really good. So now you should know most of what is happening in text-to-speech, but what about speech-to-speech? As you can see, we can now drop an audio or record audio straight in here. I'm gonna click on record audio, make sure to allow my microphone. And just like that, I'm speaking into the microphone, and this isn't the real voice. I'm the Mr. Funny Guy now. There we have it. Let's listen to it again.
And just like that, I'm speaking into the microphone, and this isn't the real voice. I'm the Mr. Funny Guy now.
That's actually pretty crazy. Yeah, they actually have like one of these Scarlett Johansson type voices. Let's try that.
And just like that, I'm speaking into the microphone, and this isn't the real voice. I'm the Mr. Funny Guy now.
It works really well. And this could transform you into all these different characters, and specifically useful if you have a certain cadence or rhythm that you want to use in your project. As speech-to-speech sometimes may be a little bit more real, because with text-to-speech, sometimes they miss a comma, they have a pauses in the wrong place and things like that. Let's dive into what I'm most excited about, the dubbing and sound effects features. Okay, so now that you've seen the voice lab, you've seen the text-to-speech and speech-to-speech, let's check out the AI dubbing. The reason I think this is extremely important for content creators is because YouTube just added that you can upload dubs to your own YouTube videos. I was recently watching this Mr. Beast interview where he says, the majority of our views doesn't come from English speakers anymore, and that they no longer have cultural boundaries. There are so many that actually aren't able to watch your videos just because they don't speak English. And that's where this dubbing tool really comes in. As you can see, we have what can you use dubbing for? Social media content, media and entertainment, marketing, education and e-learning. And the way it works is, first, we can have a dubbing project name. Let's, for example, take this one, which is about Microsoft Copilot, and pretty much the entire world is using Microsoft tools. So let's copy this one. I'll go back and click on YouTube. Then I'll just post the URL in here. As you can see, we can name the project Copilot. Then we select the source language, which is English. Click on Chinese, Spanish, Hindi. We can do Portuguese, French. Let's do 3 for now to make it easy. And then they have this new thing, which is create a dubbing studio project. But if I click on it, they kind of wants me to just do one language and then add more within the studio. So let's skip this one for now and click on the additional settings. Here you can see number of speakers. Let's select one speaker because it's only me. And here, the exact time range for dubbing. We could select the entire video, but I don't think I have enough credits. So let's do 10 seconds for now and let's create. It's now created 3 different projects and this will take exactly, that took 1 minute 20 seconds. Let's click on view. Chinese, here is how it looks like.
微软推出了 Copilot， 这台疯狂了，但如果你不是用它，到3020年你会多后。
I don't know what that sounds like, but it sounds like my voice. Let's do Spanish.
Microsoft lanzó Copilot y es una locura, pero si no lo usas,
I'm hearing a little bit of distortion. I don't know about you, but it doesn't sound like a professional voice. Maybe if we train it in a different way.
Microsoft ने Copilot लॉन्च किया और ये अद्भुत, लेकिन अगर आप इसका इस्तेमाल नहीं करते हैं.
Yep, I'm now fluent in Hindi. I honestly have to say that I'm not 100% satisfied, and maybe that's why they used the dubbing studio to really fine-tune it. So let's dive deeper into the dubbing studio project. I'll click on this button and they say just choose one language. So let's just do Japanese this time and click create. Now that is finished, we're gonna click on this edit button instead. This is how the dubbing studio looks like. So you have speaker 1 here and you have speaker 1 again. And you can see that we have some sort of timeline here with the background and foreground. I have this toggle original on. Let's click on play.
Microsoft launched Copilot and...
Okay, let's click on the Japanese version and then go all the way back. Click on play again.
Microsoft は Copilot を発表し、それは信じられないほどですが。
It sounds really good.
So actually look at this and...
Now it seems like we can go here and click on this icon, and now we can actually change for the stability, similarity, and style. So this was kind of what I was looking for. You can even see that we have a clip clone where we can actually change to a cloned voice instead, which is a lot better in my opinion. Or you'll see at the end of this video. Let's put the stability a little bit down. Similarity, let's put it at 70, and then style 50%. And let's see what happens now. We need to click on generate stale audio, and now it sounds like this.
Microsoft は Copilot を発表し、それは信じられないほどですが、しかし、それを見合わなければ。
Yep, that ain't bad. I guess now all we have to do is just export this and upload it to our YouTube video. Such a great feature that I can predict so many YouTubers will use, or Google will just steal and automatically apply it to YouTube, but that will probably take a long time. So let's dive deeper into Elevenlabs, going to the new Elevenlabs sound effects. Here it says describe your sound effect and then click generate. Let's do a camera shutter. Okay, they generated 5. Let's listen to the first. Okay, that's really good. Okay. Number 4. Whoa. Jeez. Are these generated? They sound 100% real. That's crazy. Let's do another one. Cinematic hit. Generate sound. Wow, it's so fast too. Okay. Okay. Gee. Whoa. For this one, I would like a little bit higher quality. Let's try keyboard typing. Let's listen. Definitely lower quality. This one is really good. Ooh, that's satisfying. Yep, I can definitely use this. What about Viking roar? All right. Yep. That's how my dad sounds like. Okay, I'll clean my room. I didn't know that Vikings were aliens. Let's try laser beam. Oh my god. Yep. This is definitely within many. I mean, for most of what you need sound effects for, it's passing with flying colors. Let's try something way harder. Human crowd laughing. Yep. Damn, this is like 7 Deaths of Hell type shit. The new sitcom will just have this sound effect in the background. But what about Elevenlabs affiliate program? They have this payouts tab in the side. As you can see, you can earn cash rewards for sharing your voice model in the Elevenlabs voice library. And how you start earning is create or link your Stripe account, then create a professional voice clone, and then share your voice model in the voice library. When you click the sharing icon in the upper right hand corner of any voice model you like to share, you can toggle enable financial rewards during the sharing process. How does that work? On their homepage here, they're explaining that there are 2 deals where one of them is just a voice library that pretty much anybody can do, completely self-serve. And then they have the licensing deal where I guess they want to get voice actors to license their voice and they get earnings up front. That's really interesting. I've never seen anything like this. But how much can you actually get paid? So here they have how much can you earn. You decide how much you can earn for usage of your AI voice. Our default rates depends on how long you commit to sharing the voice on our platform. Custom rates allow you to set your price in dollars per 1,000 characters. So that's some math that I'm not capable of doing because I don't have enough data. Do you offer any controls for how my voice can be used? Yes, we allow to add extra protection like live moderation, which controls what categories of content your voice can be used for. So if you know anybody that has done this, can you share it in the comments below for everyone to see? Because I've never seen anything like this. But what if you want to clone your voice, or you're listening to my voice right now? Can we clone it so it actually sounds real? Let's check out AI voice cloning. I'll click on voices, and here I'll click on add generative or voice clone. And here you can see the option instant voice cloning. Clone a voice from a clean sample recording. Samples should contain 1 speaker and be over 1 minute long and not contain background noise. And you can see that we actually have professional voice cloning that creates the most realistic digital replica of your voice. Let's try instant voice cloning first, where I'll start by just recording some audio. A quick tip here is to really use the best microphone that you have. I'll click on record audio and I'll speak for 30 seconds. I am normal human and I am not an AI, but nobody can ever voice clone me perfectly. So good luck if you can. And there you see that it actually added a recording WebM file, and we can actually record 25 samples to train it in the best way possible. I'll click on labels where I can do accent American ? Description of voice AI Andy. I hereby confirm, and click on add voice. Now you can see that we have this AI Andy 2024 model. So let's test it out with this exact same test. Generate. You're listening to a completely artificial voice. Isn't that crazy? Who would have known that my voice could sound this real? Like, really listen, right? Do you feel like I'm real? Okay, we're kind of there. It's better than the last time I checked. Seems like we're using the 11 multilingual. Let's try the English V2 and keep the stability at 30 to get a little bit more variation, and try that. You're listening to a completely artificial voice. Isn't that crazy? Who would have known that my voice could sound this real? Like, really listen, right? Do you feel like I'm real? Oh my god. It almost sounds like it wants sympathy. Let's make it a lot more stable mentally and physically. You're listening to a completely artificial voice. Isn't that crazy? Who would have known that my voice could sound this real? Like, really listen, right? Do you feel like I'm real? Nope, I don't. Less stability, more style exaggeration. You're listening to a completely artificial voice. Isn't that crazy? Who would have known that my voice could sound this real? Do you feel like I'm real? Sounds a lot like if my dad was Michael McConaughey. So voice cloning has gotten a lot better. I think that I should go into the pro version and get the professional voiceover. Some of my friends, their voice is American and it is almost 100% perfect. So the results may vary for you as well. Depending on your accent, I highly recommend giving it a go. I think it's a lot of fun. Let's bring some excitement with an exclamation point. I highly recommend giving it a go. I think it's a lot of fun. But you might be wondering, what's the price and how much can you use for free? So you can see here that for free users, you can pretty much do everything that I did today, except you can't use the instant voice cloning. That's why I upgraded to the $5 plan to test it out. You can see if you upgrade to the creator plan, you now get access to the realistic digital replica of your voice that we talked about, access to projects to create long form content with multiple speakers. I didn't dive deep into this, but it's the project. And for the pro plan, you basically get everything that we just talked about and usage analytics dashboard with, of course, more characters per month. And that's what is happening at the scale version as well. If you try this for annually, you'll have a cheaper price where you get 2 months for free. So is ElevenLabs worth it in 2024? Well, the pros are obviously very good speech from the voice library, as well as they do have the best voice cloning available right now, to my knowledge. The dubbing was great as well because they have this studio that you can use very, very high quality voices. Sound effects also is as great as many of these royalty-free places. It did lack a little bit in some areas, like for example, and the cons are maybe hard to clone your voice if you have a certain dialect or accent. If you want me to dive deeper into the projects and getting a professional voice, comment down below part 2. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to share it with somebody that you like, or make a love letter to them in your voice, or just comment below this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.